Here's a quick demonstration of how Cyrano.ai can improve real estate transactions without any additional effort. And what we're looking at here is my address book. So Cyrano automatically ingests all your emails and creates a report about every person you've been having conversations with. It's a one-click process, and I'll show you the kind of insights it gives with the data that's just already there in your Zoom conversations and your email exchanges. So we're going to use Alan Barsky because he's a friend of mine and he won't mind me sharing this. So this is Alan. He is a structured and caring person, as you can see over here on the right. He's process oriented. And he's a visual learner. His learning style is visual. And knowing that as an agent means I don't want to approach him with broad strokes or flashy items. I want to make sure that he knows I'm going to go step by step and I'm not going to make easy mistakes. That matters to him. Also, because he's a visual learner and his communication style is visual, I want to show him pictures and videos of houses. I want to hand him brochures. I want to show him things, not just talk about them. He needs to see it for himself. And obviously you can see down here, this shows our alignment and how well we have connected in our conversation. So it's measuring me and him at the same time in our email exchanges and tells me how well that's going. You get a couple simple bullet points about him, but more importantly, it is right here, this button that says game plans. And we've taken these 8 categories. The first one being just bottom line, easy to understand. And then these 7 pieces that are advice that are specific context in a real estate transaction. That's lead conversion, listing presentation, buyer consultation, showings, negotiations, closing, and resolving problems. And so our system can create thousands of different bullet points of advice. And so if I know that a listing presentation is what matters, I click on it and it takes me right there. And specifically with this one, we're talking about a first impression being critical. And so it's important to point out here that Cyrano can take this information from anywhere that's in his own words. So if he's done a YouTube video, if his LinkedIn bio, his social media feeds, interview he was done in a magazine or anything like that, if we can find his own words, Cyrano can turn it into this kind of actionable intelligence. And this means that as we go down to, say, resolving problems, you get to know if 5 minutes before my next conversation, I know he's mad, I can just click on resolving problems and get this advice before the call even occurs. And just to show you another person, we'll grab Tristan because his priorities and communication style are different. He's community oriented and kinesthetic. Again, I've got good numbers with him. And I could show you examples in my address book where that's not the case. But more importantly, you can see this is different advice. And it's categorically unique to each person. And that means a couple important things that I want to highlight. Number one, for the lifetime value of this relationship, if 1 or 2 or 5 years later, Tristan comes back to me for a referral or to sell the house I helped him purchase years ago, I have this information so I can pick up where I left off. Or I could transfer this information throughout my organization. So if I had done work with him in the past, but now we need to transfer him to somebody on the financial services side for a loan, or if that means I'm growing my business and I'm bringing in staff under me and I want to transfer this account, it means that that's done smoothly. So whether we're talking about a first impression or lifetime value of that relationship, Cyrano makes it easy for you to do a better job without actually having to add extra steps. And because we can integrate into any other platform that you're already using, it means it's easy for us to give you this advice wherever you are, whether that's on your phone when you're showing properties, whether that's when you're making the phone calls with old customers, wherever it is, Cyrano gives you the advice that's useful in the most digestible, simple way. That's the basics. I hope this helps. And of course, if you have any questions, let us know at Cyrano.ai.